Hey everyone, Joshua Hanlon here. Today I'm with Rachel at the Bricks Minifigs store here in West Babylon, New York, and they've got some really cool stuff, including a train track that runs across the top of the store, along with cabinets full of rare and unique items. So we're going to start over here with this cabinet in the corner right when you walk in the door. Tell us about some of these products and the story behind this.
Okay, so this is a very special cabinet for me. This is my husband Larry, who originally started the store. He was a Lego enthusiast who started building in the 60s and 70s, and these are some of his first sets that he built. We opened the store in honor of Larry, who sadly passed away right before we opened. This was his dream, and it had to come to fruition. And it's been a whirlwind of community involvement and support to make this dream happen. So we have this case so that people could really see the history of Lego and how it's evolved, and you know, the different, even the minifigs without
the crazy looking minifigs
without the faces, you know. Maybe that would be easier to find in our minifig tables if you didn't have to choose from all the designs that are out there, you know. And then we have this awesome replication of our store, who Jeff, one of our staff members that's here today, he designed, which is super, super cool. He surprised us for Christmas with that.
I love that. So you've got both these older sets, and then a model of the store kind of comes full circle with the whole history.
The whole modern piece of it, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And then seeing so many of these old sets is amazing.
Actually, it was made by a customer who came in for our grand opening. He got that online and he brought it in. It was such a nice thing, and the community support has not stopped since, you know. It just started there, and it just kept going on and on and on.
That's awesome, and I know we'll touch on other community aspects later on as well, but I wanted to move over to this case now, too, because you've got some really unique products in here, including, of course, the iconic Cloud City Star Wars set here.
Yes, we were so excited to get that in. This is our second round of having Boba Fett in there, and we were very excited. The first was separate, but now we have the whole set, and that's the original. One
of the older Millennium Falcon sets with the big like UFO type pieces, which are kind of bizarre and a little weird looking today.
Yes. We also get an enormous amount of Bionicles, which is a favorite around here. We can't keep them in stock, so we have to keep manifesting them to come over and over and over again. But we keep managing to fill the display case with the Bionicles.
And then what's the story behind the mosaic on the wall over here?
Oh, so Jen Smart is one of our Lego masters that came for our grand opening, and I had to have this piece. That's Lady Gaga, and it's a super awesome talking piece in the store, and one of my favorite things to see every day that I start my morning.
And I know we mentioned the idea of community earlier. How do these minifigs tie into the community here at the store in this display case that you keep over here?
So that is our Hall of Fame. We have our staff in there, we have our founding members, we have all special members of the community that have contributed in one way or another. And some of people that have just been supporting us, like people that have come here every week, people that have had situations in their families that we've been able to be a part of and support. We have baseball teams, softball teams, all different people in the community that have been really helpful to us, and we like to acknowledge them. I hope that case will be filled one day, because God knows we have enough people in this community that have been absolutely amazing.
I love that. And you've got a little Duplo build table here as well, and kind of just a seating area, which is nice in this corner of the store.
Yes, this is for the kids to play with and the parents to relax as their kids don't want to leave our store. Right? It's a lot of fun. You never want to leave. You're here a lot. I know, my little builders.
As we make our way further back, you can see a lot of these sealed sets that you have available. And then what do you keep in this section? It looks like variety in this area.
Yeah, we like to showcase little smaller sets so that kids have, you know, when their parents come in and put them on a budget, we like to put some things here that they can grab for a very reasonable price. Yeah.
And one thing that caught my eye when I first came in the store is your very unique displays here with these shelves and then the kind of cabinets up there. So what's the story behind these getting in the store?
So we were so lucky because this was a GNC, and I just loved those squares and stores, and I had to make them pop with Lego colors. And we have an amazing amount of shelf space, so we didn't really do a lot of changing in here other than changing the colors and really having like an enormous place to display all the unique sets that come in from customers that they've built.
Yeah. And what are some of the themes and sets that you have represented in this section right now? And I know with just like all the Bricks Minifigs stores, things are constantly rotating through and new stuff coming in.
Yeah, we try to keep them organized to the best of our ability. You know, we have our superheroes and Avengers and
DC stuff.
DC stuff, and then we have like Harry Potter and our Star Wars set. Of course, Star Wars spans like 3 or 4 shelves.
And I love this R2-D2 like robotic unit. That's such a fun older set there, and just the way that you could like program it was really cool.
Yeah, yeah, we definitely have a lot of collectors in New York that bring in some really, really unique stuff for us.
And of course, lots of minifigs and other various pieces. I especially love the huge selection of train track stuff you have down here. Is great.
Yeah, we're a little obsessed with trains in this store, especially our train that goes over the store that we absolutely love. Again, you know, that community coming together. I was talking about the train and the dream that my husband had to build, and just happened to be a community member sitting there going, well, I build trains, I'll make that happen. And I drag him in the back, and he takes all the stuff out and makes this beautiful train set. And that is iconic in the store. We just love it. Yeah.
And then what is in this section of minifigs right here? Looks like a lot of Star Wars.
Yeah, we have all your clone troopers and your more rare Star Wars figs.
Bit of an armory section here as well. You get all the weapons in there.
We got all the weapons in there. We just got a supply that Jeff is working on. We have a whole bunch of Army, different various war figs that flies off the shelf faster than we can keep them. We have them back there too. We have like all the tanks and different minifigures. You could see we're putting them together today. We just got in our supply today of these great minifigs from Battle Brick. They are just, they go so fast. People love them, you know.
You can see some of those sets available here. So lots of cool military kits, which are always great to see. Then lots of colorful base plates underneath there. And I know a lot of people are always looking for different types of base plates for those larger builds.
Yes, especially the transparent ones. I can't keep them in stock. You know, the kids love them.
And then, of course, you've got your bulk tables here, but you also have a special sign up over there. So talk about the connection between these two areas and how that works.
So, you know the concept of a needle in a haystack. You know, we constantly get people in, I'm missing that one piece, I'm mid-build, and inevitably we dig through these tables and sometimes within minutes find that brick, that one brick that they're trying to find. And so I said, we have to acknowledge that. And so we have this, it's almost like a bell, but it has to be Lego style. And we shake it and we're like, we found that magic brick. And sometimes I chase them around with a camera, making them take their special picture so that we can show how we find that magic in these tables. And it's been amazing too, you know, that's like the gimmick of it, but it's been amazing. Some of our customers send me text messages with some of the most elaborate builds that come straight from this table. You know, some people might come in and say, oh, this is a hot mess, you know, and then these amazing things come out, and we have this whole section over here where we get builds like this from our bulk table. So this is what that turns into, and it was just phenomenal, you know, and all different ages, you know, from your AFOLs and your 6-year-olds and your 12-year-olds, you know, and 7-year-olds. I mean, it doesn't waver, you know. It doesn't matter if you're older or younger. so creative.
Shout out to this great Fallout build. I know very popular right now with the TV show, and there's some great kind of detailing on the walls there. That's a really nice build. I like that. And then this larger kind of like mech statue is really cool.
And that's one of our staff members, Johnny Angel. He is one of our mock builders. He's very, very talented. He actually made that POW just one day. Sitting here, just made it. It was pretty amazing, you know.
And we've mentioned the train around the store a couple times, so you can actually see the train in the corner back there. So how did you guys kind of set this up and get that track running around the store? And is the train motorized to run around?
Yeah, we got to get it going. You could see Larry, he's conducting it in the back. And orange is his favorite color.
All of the pieces that you have in this section, so what do you kind of pull out of the bulk and organize over here?
We try to pull out some of the more specialty pieces, premium bulk, and try to make it easier for people to come up with their creations. We have obviously the rocks, and we have ladders and webs and, you know, wheels and all kinds of specialty items just to make it a little bit easier. And we also have a whole section of accessories that help people, you know, with their creative builds.
Mm-hmm. And you've got those accessories over here. Behind that is tons more sets as well. I noticed that the one set there is the old like Johnny Thunder, Orient Expedition stuff in the back, which is always really cool. You've got some of the underwater themes, just a couple shelves above that. So some older, rarer stuff kind of mixed in here along with great architecture and all sorts of other sets.
Yeah, and of course our modulars that we love, and the insects and.
That Galaxy Squad, you don't see a lot of that these days. Lesser known theme for sure.
Yeah, I would squash them if I could. They freak me out, but I really like them.
Did one person have like a bunch of the sets from the theme? They brought them all in.
And we have some real enthusiasts for that collection. They move. Some of them move, you know. And then we have, of course, Minecraft and
the vehicles.
And the vehicles, yeah.
And then I see you've got other pieces kind of organized over here. So is that for you guys to use in the store? How does that work?
Yeah, that's our back stock, so that when we get minifigs, we try to put some of the more popular minifigs together. So sometimes they're missing pieces, and we try to keep regenerating them.
Cool.
Don't get the mess.
Well, you've got a ton of amazing products in the store here, but in addition to this, you've got a whole event space next door. So we'll stop now and go take a look over there.
Okay, great.
So we're in the event space part of the store, which is super impressive here, a very large area. And I know we've talked about the idea of community, and I think a lot of that happens here in this section. So if we want to maybe start off right here, because I love the large kind of brick-built lettering. What do you have in this area?
Okay, so this was my staff bringing to light the community. Each letter represents a different theme, and everyone's name that participated in building these put together a letter. And so we mishmashed it together just to kind of represent, you know, all the different themes in Lego.
That's so much fun to pick out the different themes. You've got like classic like pirates and the Rock Raiders stuff, and then you've got like friends here, some superheroes. So it's fun to like start to get the references, the big Minecraft M.
Yes, yes. You know what's really cool about this space? This is, you know, like everything in my store, everything was a community effort. This brick wall was how, you know, one of my also community members offered to help me put this together, and we created it ourselves. And then the staff said, yeah, let's make bricks and minifigs up there, and we all put it together ourselves. And it's been a accumulation of effort, you know, from many different people. Like a lot of times we'll get things donated, like this Duplo area was donated from our community, and it's a great place where the kids can kind of come in and just run around and play. And then we also have more structured events where we put out, like we have community days here where we will line this entire place with Lego. We will put tables miles long and just put Lego everywhere. And everyone just comes in and builds. That's on us. Thank you for being part of our community. It's been an amazing thing. And then we have little kids that want to work at BAM, and they're like, so I will take their application even when they're 12, and I say I'm going to hold it for them, and then they build they'll build our sets for us, and we'll give them discounts based on, what they build, and they're so excited to go hunt down the pieces and be little interns in our store.
I think that's so cool because you are the first Bricks Minifigs store in the whole New York City area, and so there's just like obviously such a huge demand, I'm sure, from people wanting to be able to have, not only purchase from the store, but then, hold their events here in this section.
Yeah. And the other thing too is New York has such a bad rap that we're tough people or mean people. This has been the best community that we've ever embraced. Some of the nicest people have come out of New York. So that is not true.
We're working to change the reputation a little bit.
That is not true at all. We have like big parties here. We go big.
You got your track here, the iconic
the Derby track,
Derby
and
track.
The kids come up with all creative builds, and
lots more parts organized by color, it looks like here.
And this is, again, the community. We have people that come in from different schools that have special needs, and they look to make vocational studies and learn about different organizations. So they help us with our sorting and stuff like that. And it's a great opportunity for both of us, Then we have our like photo op place where these Lego were made out of cardboard and 3D printer. But I just had to have that. That was like such a beautiful addition.
I love the color between that section and then the different tables over here. There's a lot of color happening in this section, which just makes it feel super fun.
Yeah, that's how, the feedback is always like, there's nothing like this around. It's just a big open space where it's conducive to do so many different things, from special needs classes to fun parties to community events. We have schools coming in, we do fundraisers, we do all kinds of things. It's just to keep that happiness going on in here on a regular basis. Yeah.
Absolutely. And as we come back over here, you've got even more pieces in this section. And I think these look like they're kind of broken up by color as well.
Yeah, color. And usually the kids will come in for a party and they'll start building. They put their names on the wall. They beg us not to take it down, which is why it looks like this. They're like, leave my name, and so I try to honor that until it gets way too crowded, and then we have to take them down. And then they come and they sit and we do different Lego challenges, and we give them all plates and they build, and then we hunt them down pieces.
So with this great event space part of the store, people are interested in holding something here or meeting here. What's the best way to get a hold of you, and how do they set that up?
They could always get a hold of us through our website, or they can call the store or email me directly through the store, and we will get back to you. I never say no, so if you have a great idea, I will absolutely honor that if I can, to the best of my ability.
Fantastic. And then what is your larger online presence like if people want to follow you maybe on social media? Where are you most active?
The best place to follow me for events is, and also for product, is our Facebook page, which is Bricks and Minifigs West Babylon, and we are BAM Babylon on Instagram and TikTok.
Great, perfect. Well, we'll have a link to your website and the social media in the description of this video so people can check that out. And for anyone coming through the New York City area, this store is amazing. The products you have are fantastic, and then this whole event space is amazing. And I really do love just like the focus on community that you have here. I think is super cool as well. So thank you so much for the great tour around your space today.
Thank you.
And definitely make sure you stop by. You can mention you saw the Beyond the Brick video, meet some of the great employees they have here as well.
Get a
and
great
check out the
sticker.
great products. There we go. Thank you so much.
Thank you.